Good morning, good morning. What's up, y'all? What is going on? We dispatching right now, y'all. I got my team is working, but they having issues, and so I want to show y'all what it's like being an active member in your dispatch business. I want y'all to see what it's like on the day to day in your dispatch business. Emails coming in all the time. Got a broker that needs a POD, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Much love, much love, much love. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about my day today. So I got up this morning to do my workout. I walked my 3 miles this morning, y'all. And I couldn't even get in and take a shower or do nothing. I've been glued to the computer since then. I'm telling y'all, like, it's real life, right? When you're responsible for other people's income, right? So I wanted to come on here because I'm like, I haven't had time to film, and I'm like, you know what? This is what the people need to see. Y'all need to see people actually in action, what you're doing, how we doing it. Why I'm here. I should have put y'all on my other phone because my team calls this phone, but I'm gonna call them back on my work phone. But yeah, I wanted y'all to see. So yes, yeah, okay. All right, I'm on the way. So yeah, I had to tell y'all, so people don't really realize what it's like throughout the day dispatching, and especially owning a dispatch company. Okay, so if you're a self-employed dispatcher and you're dispatching drivers for yourself, hey y'all, come on in here because I want y'all to see what's going on. And you're dispatching drivers, throughout the day, and you have a dispatch company, y'all. Then when you're dealing with people in their trucks and you have a team of dispatchers and they're dispatching your trucks for you as the owner of that dispatch company, if you're not able to keep those people and keep them happy and make sure that those trucks are making money, y'all, it's a problem. You know what I mean? And when you own a company, you have the same issues that people have at work. People call out, people have other things going on. And then not only that, with rates being the way that they are, y'all, and my team, they're solid. They are amazing. My team of girls, they show up every day and they give me everything that they got. And I appreciate them for that. And I know that what I'm doing right now will not be possible without a team. But I wanted to get on here and let you guys know that when you are dispatching, and when you are, responsible for others' revenue and for other people's money, you have to take it serious. Okay? These girls show up every morning. I text them every morning and they show up every morning. And they take on the pressure of making sure that these trucks are making money, that these companies have enough money to pay their bills, their gas, their fuel, their other DEF, insurance. I mean, the bill list goes on and on when it comes to trucking. And to have to get up every day and deal with that, and especially right now, like in a moment where it's high stress, I was thinking that I couldn't film, and I'm like, yeah, tap in, hit them lights up, because I'm giving it to you. Hit them lights up. We get into the computer right now, y'all. We get into the computer right now. But this real life situations here, where the rates are low, and you're trying to book for your carriers, and they have a bottom line price. And when you're running dedicated lanes or you have dedicated lanes, yes, you're getting that money going to those dedicated lanes. But when you got to backhaul and come back, it's a fight, right? Because you're trying to maximize the maximum amount of money that they're giving you, right? So I wanted to come on here and let people know that when you're jumping into this industry, make sure you really learn how to handle this. Make sure that you are a decision maker. Right? Because if you're faced in a situation where you have one truck that I'm about to I hope y'all can still hear me. Let me call my and these are not, again, like I say, my team, these are not my employees. Anyone that works with my company, they are my subcontractors. We are in business together. They don't work for me. They work with me. We are a team that collectively come together to strategically continue to uphold and uplift owner operator profits. You understand me? Whole nother business model. Whole nother business model. So before I put on speakerphone, I'm gonna let her know I'm on with y'all real quick. Hey, I'm on live on TikTok, so I ain't got you on speaker now. Do you feel comfortable being on speaker or not? I told him I was gonna ask. Hold on. Say it one more time. Yep. Hey, like it up for AK Logistics. One time for AK Logistics. So what's going on? So she's dealing with a reefer account, y'all. She's dealing with a reefer account. And I'm on here right now just telling them I was worried about filming. And, I'm in the midst of we having a stressful day trying to keep our trucks covered. And I'm like, they need to see this. Stressful ain't the word. What? You hear that? Stressful ain't the word, right? This is real life. We are actively doing this, not pretty in pictures, selling y'all, dreams. We actually doing this. I do this for a living. This is how we eat. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to understand that when you take on things like this, you need to be a decision maker. You need to be prepared. You need to be able to execute. You cannot play with people's money. Can't get out here trying to be cute. These drivers don't want you to be cute. They want you to be good and available. So look for them some goddamn money. That's what they want. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care what you ate. They don't care what you look like. Do you answer the phone and do you have a load for me? So I need y'all to really, really tap in if you're getting into this industry. Now, what you need? I'm sorry, I'm over here going in. You need. Got a load. Hear that? Money on the line. Money on the line. Money on the line. Factor with OTR Capital. You heard me. The best, so everything can be easy. You hear that? So it can be easy. OTR Capital, creme de la creme. Let's next. Did he send you in his BOLs? No, he didn't give them to me. Did he give them to you? No, he didn't give them to me yet either. I need him to send them to me. I gotta call him because the broker needs them. Yeah. Okay. No, he didn't send me anything. Okay. So you need a whole team. You need a whole team. You can't do it by yourself. Sometimes when you're looking at these boards for long periods of time, it's hard to see. Sometimes you're not seeing the load, even though it's there. It's an art to this. It's an art to this. We artists. If you're in the logistics industry, you are an artist. Because there is a beautiful rhythm that goes together with putting these lanes together and putting this freight together and putting all these pieces together to beautifully make the world run. Because that's what happens. Everything that we do makes the world run. Everything that you have got here on a truck. The mouse, pen, my computer. Oh, y'all see this? L&T Global. You see this? Shout out to NL2B Dispatching, one of our other business partners. She sent me a gift, y'all. So shout out. She understand L&T is global. You feel me? But yes, y'all, this is real life. This is real life. It's not always easy. Some days you be ready to pull your own hair out. Hear that? Some days you be ready to pull your own hair out. And you might have an easy day, but that's 1 out of 70. 1 out of 70 days, for sure. 1 out of 70. But you keep going because when it comes together and the check hit, then you relax a little bit. You relax a little bit. That remind you why you're doing this right here. Okay, so as long as you take pride in what you're doing, it should be straight. As long as you take pride in what you're doing. Understand that you're not just becoming self-employed. You're starting a business, a corporation, a legacy, right? So if you in knowing that means that you gotta try hard working process. Yes, hard working process. Yeah, absolutely. But you're building something here, right? And Rome wasn't built in a day. And every day is not going to be the same, right? But we get up every day and we give it what we got. And we thank God for the help and the strength that he gives us and we press on, right? And if you following me, if you're one of my followers and you on this channel, you got to know that God is the reason for the season, right? So we praise him over here. We lift him up on high. We say hallelujah and we give all praises due to the Most High because he the one who does it for me. He keeps my trucks covered. He keeps loads in this load board for me. He keeps my team alert for me. He keeps me surrounded by people that want to feed me and helps me be able to feed them and build real networks, because that's what you can do with this. That's what you can do with this. I've been able to assist 5 different businesses, dispatch businesses, and get them recurring revenue deposits going into their account. You got to build something that other people can build off of, y'all. That's the goal. That's what you're leaving behind, your legacy, what you're building. And if you put that into your work, you ain't got no choice but to succeed.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, so they hear me in the background. Well, I apologize for the baby.
Oh, it's okay. This real life. We work from home. This is the luxury. She gets to be a mom and a sniper on the board. This is the luxury. I'm glad this is encouraging. I'm glad this is encouraging, because you got so many people out here who are bashing the industry, who are saying that rates are low. And yes, they are low, but you got to understand, promotion don't come from man. You're not getting your money from man. Man is not providing for you. These people, these brokers, they don't pay me. God pays you. So if you over here building businesses with me and you're building businesses on him, then they're going to be successful. You ain't even got to worry about that. He's going to keep you. He's going to keep everything going. He's going to keep your supply overflowing. He's going to chase your dreams. Don't ever feel like you can't get up and chase your dreams. Don't feel like something is oversaturated. You don't have any competition. You are 1 in 7 billion people, and can't nobody do it like you. Because can't nobody do it like me. I don't care how hard you try. And you shouldn't try to do it like me. You should try to do it like you. Because guess what? I can't do it as good as you can do you. You're the best at doing you. And when you embody that and you just be you have no choice but to shine, because it's you. You the key. You're the answer. And I'm telling y'all this because I'm learning this, right? Because society and people and family and friends, they will have you really believe that, your dreams are too big. There's no such thing. If people are calling you crazy about your dreams, that means you right in line with what God wants you to be. People shouldn't be able to believe that you believe so big. You absolutely right. If you were dreaming that big, then you dreaming with God. And so I don't want to go into preaching on here. That's not what I came on here for. I came to show you. Because I will. You hear that? Because I will. I go there. I ain't gonna never listen. You want to make money in your business, and this is probably the best advice I'm gonna give you. You want to make your business grow? You do 3 things. You talk about the word, think about the word, and take action on the word. That's how you build your business. Talk about the word, think about the word, and take action on the word. I'm telling you, that's why I'm here right now. Because I talk about the word, I think about the word, and I'm taking action. I'm helping people. And that's what this is about, to help people. That's all I want to do, is to help y'all see that there is money out here. And no, it's not no get rich quick scheme, but you can take care of yourself. You can take care of yourself. So, and you can create something seriously big and multi-million dollar and multi-billion dollar for your family in this industry. It is possible. So stop listening to the people saying you can't do it, because they the ones that's not doing it. They just don't want you to do it before them. That's all that is. So don't be scared to jump out here in this industry. Don't be scared to invest in yourself. Even if you don't buy my training, like, invest in someone's training, invest in yourself. Your education is the only thing people can't take away from you. And your education is not just no degree. Your education is anything that you can learn. Systematic instruction is what education means. So invest in systematic instruction for enhancements of your life.
Hey, I gotta go. The other job's calling me.
Okay, go ahead. Handle your business. Invest in that. Invest in yourself. Seriously. Regardless of what it is. And by investing in yourself, if that means getting your hair cut for the men, go get your hair cut. Go get cleaned up. Do that. You deserve that. Go get your nails done. And I'm doing that for myself. I be trying to save money, but no, I like my nails done. So I'm gonna go do it. I don't buy no weave, so the least I can do is do that, right? But go do that. Go and do that. You need to do mentorships. Y'all want to mentor with me? That's beautiful. I'm honored. I'm honored, for real. But I just wanted y'all to really see what was going on, because in that moment, My dispatcher, my teammate was stressed out. She calling me because she needs assistance and she needs someone to lean on and someone to help and assist. So now I'm feeling her stress and energy transfers, y'all. And this the part they don't teach you about dispatching. Nobody telling you about the emotional side of it. And that's the part that matters, because you can't get emotional and make efficient decisions for your drivers, right? So you have to learn how to separate you feeling that anxiety of you not being able to cover your truck in a timely manner, because it's pressure. You know what I mean? You can't, a guy starts sitting and it's 12 o'clock in the daytime right now. He don't have a load yet. That's tough, right? Because every minute we lose, every hour that goes by, you're losing out on opportunities for pickups because things are closed. So like you have to take all of those things into account. And these are the things that I teach and that I harp on, right? Because these are the things that matter. These are the things that keep you in this industry for longevity. Half the dispatch companies that you see have not even been in business for a year. These people haven't even been in business for a year, y'all. They don't make it. Seriously. And the reason why is because nobody is telling them the real. They're not telling them that this is a high stress position, right? Yes, you can make a lot of money, but it's a high stress position. I just took a dispatch training and still lost. What do you suggest? See, man, and I cannot stand that, right? Because there's no reason why you should have went through training and you're still lost. That's insane. And it's messed up that people are making these trainings and they doing stuff like this, and people are really investing in themselves and spending their goddamn money, and they're not getting the return on their investment that they deserve. And that's messed up, because people go to work, they're trying to transition into entrepreneurship and transition into being self-employed or transition into being a business owner. And when you're trying to transition into doing these things and you are investing in yourself, the money that you're, putting back and saving, and you're not getting the value, like that's enough to make you want to square up with somebody. Because I would want to, when I started, I spent almost $3,000 trying to get into this industry and on trainings, all that, and got nothing. Seriously. So there has to be a certain level of motivation that you have for yourself to get out there and go get the knowledge after you get burned. So what I advise for you, since you already took a course and you still lost, is to go ahead and worry about first acquiring your carriers. That's going to be the biggest feat for your company, is acquiring your carriers. Now, if you already have a network of carriers and you're already working on that and you already have some carriers lined up, then I would say go ahead and get your agreement signed with them so that then you can get them on board and go ahead and set scheduling out when you want to start booking them loads, right? Since you took training, I hope you should have all of your. No, you should be establishing your LLC. Like, if you know you want to start a business, you can do that now. Like, you can go, if you are even at work, you can do this on your phone. Right on your phone. You can do your LLC, start your business now. Start it now. Let this be your sign, your confirmation, baby. Start it now. Don't you wait on nobody. Don't you wait on nothing. You go ahead and get your LLC filed, because it doesn't matter if you're not profitable. It doesn't matter if you don't make any money. At least it's established and it's filed. You can do that now. So go ahead and start it now. Get your LLC on file. And while you're getting your LLC on file, you need to be marketing, right? When you get your LLC on file, like, move. You don't need to be dragging ass starting no business. And I'm not fussing or trying to be rude or anything like that. I'm just giving you a swift kick in the ass of encouragement, because I'm sure I'm feeling like you need it right now. God telling me to tell you it's your time. So I need you to be on your business and about your father's business and do what you need to do, okay? Do what you need to do. Whoever you are, I don't know what, but do what you need to do. Start your business. If you got the money, start your LLC. It's not that expensive, right? Go ahead and start there. Get your logo done. Get on Fiverr, y'all. Get your logos done. Get your stationery done. You can order all of these things and they can be getting accomplished for you in the background while you're still lining everything up. There is no perfect time. There is no perfect time. It's always right now. Do it now. Okay? Do it now. Once I get a carrier, do you recommend load board or direct shipper to shipper? So I definitely suggest that you get some trucks first, because when your shipper calls and they want you to have somebody there to cover that freight and you don't have a truck, You know what I mean? So go ahead and start building your carrier network. Go ahead and start talking to these carriers. Start asking questions, y'all. Call them and ask questions. Don't always just be calling these carriers to like sign them up for service. Like, hey, my name is Gretchen. I'm with LMT Global. I'm a dispatch agency in the area, and I'm just calling to check and see how the hell you're doing. How is your trucking company doing? How are you faring right now in the industry? Great, bad, medium? Like, just sell people stuff, y'all. Now, G used to be, I did sales for a whole decade of my life. That's the industry that I come from, sales, right? But call these people. So is it true our first carrier shouldn't be a box truck? So I just want to be very careful when I say this, because I don't want anybody to feel no type of way, because I know a lot of people have invested in box trucks. So I believe that your first truck should be a hot shot or a box truck. And I say that because, you really don't have the skills to be out here running no big boy that need to be making $10,000 a week, $12,000 a week. You know what I mean? And dealing with wait times and dealing with shippers and having to call this and dealing with the unknown. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get, unless you feel experienced. Now, if you feel experienced, like you can just jump in, go ahead. But I say start on the hot shot, especially a hot shot. Start with a hot shot. And I say start with a hot shot because if you can swing a hot shot and you can make that thing $7,500 a week, you can dispatch. Okay? So that's my biggest thing. If you can run a hot shot and make them $7,500 a week, you can dispatch anything. If you can piece partials together and make whole loads and make them make sense and trip plan, you can dispatch. If you know what areas there's capacity and where you need to keep these trucks at and keep those in profitable areas, now you can say you know how to dispatch, right? So you want to deal with someone who has a smaller revenue target in the beginning if you're new. If this is your first call to a broker and you got somebody that's ready to run, like that's been running, you need to make sure that you can match that energy, right? Versus, and this is why people say don't start with new authorities. Why? I made a new authority my first year, like my first carrier, one of my first carriers dispatching in 2019. I made that carrier $72,000 in less than 90 days in a non-CDL hotshot. Like, new authority. People don't want to work. You feel me? Like, they don't want to call a lot of brokers. Like, people be like, oh my God, I called so many brokers and they just don't want to work with new authorities. But that's the grind. This is like a performance-based job. When you work off of percentages, that means commission. Okay? Like, when you work off of percentages, that means commission. So when you got commission, that means you're on a performance-based job. And it's a shame these people are not telling y'all all of this, right? Because if you know all of this going in, you know how to move and you know how to be successful. It's not that people can't handle this. It's just that it's different when you get caught off guard with the pace and the pulse of the industry because it's very fast paced. So if you're prepared for that going in and you understand that going in, your success rate is going to be higher than somebody that's just looking at, oh, I can just stay at home and work from home and make $3,000 a week, right? You have to understand, like, and I think Elon Musk said it, like, yes, people want to work from home, but they forgot that you still have to work. You know what I mean? So when you're working off of percentages and you're a percentage-based employee or a percentage-based contractor, you are working off of commission. And when you work off of commission, you're making money based off of your performance. Okay? I want y'all to get that good. It's based off of your performance. So the more you perform, the more money you make. So y'all, I want y'all to really, really get that good. So I'm gonna go through and make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions really quick. Um, so okay, you guys didn't take it bad. Good. I ain't trying to be harsh, man, but I ain't got no other way to be but tell y'all like what's really happening, right? Because why would I sit up here and lie? Now, don't get me wrong. Like now that my truck is covered, right? I'm gonna shut my computer down and I'm gonna go on about my business and probably go get my feet done and relax and work on my business. Because today, for the first part of my day, I had to work in my business. And y'all got to get that too. My mentee, the ones that work with me, my subcontractors, they actually are getting the opportunity to mentor. tour with me, right? Because we work so closely together. And I tell them all the time, you do not want to always be working in your business. You didn't quit your job to go work for your business. It's not what you quit your job for. You quit your job to go be free. And this is a recent revelation that has been bestowed upon me because I was spending a lot of time working in my business. You definitely want to be working on it, okay? Yeah, no, you need to be getting your LLC and getting carriers at the same time, y'all. Y'all need to be doing everything at the same time. Like this, it took me less than 2 weeks to start my whole business. And I get tight. I get tight about it. I get tight about it because, like people, we blow $500, $900,000 on less. You can get your whole business started for $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that may be a lot for some or whatever, but I'm sorry, I'm a hustler. I can hustle up a band. Like, I can hustle up a band. You know what I mean? Like, and if you got to be able to hustle up a band. I mean, come on. You can hustle up a band. Everybody can hustle up a band. At least I would like to think that. I would like to think you should be able to. Especially if you're talking about investing in yourself. It'd be something for you, like to make more money. Of course you can go hustle up that band because you're gonna make that band turn into 10 or 100 or a million. That band can turn into a billion, right? It's an investment in yourself. So you gotta treat yourself like you the stock market. I'm the stock, baby. I'm betting on me. G the stock. You feel me? I'm the stock. I'm prepared and ready. Just need to step out on faith. Step. Once I get a carry, do you recommend low boards? Yeah. You need help getting started. What do you tell carriers when you don't have an LLC? I don't think you should be out here dispatching nobody without no LLC. That's not a side hustle for me. If you're dispatching without an LLC, you need to be asking them to hire you on as an employee of their business. That's just the proper way that you should be doing that with business. I really like to do things the right way. Like my dispatchers get paid on payroll. You know what I mean? Like I'm fussing at them because I'm not doing Apple Pay and Cash App and none of that payroll. You know what I mean? Like you need the business. Like you need to have a LLC. Like you need that. The Bible tell you need to have a business. Like so, file it. There's no reason that you shouldn't have the LLC dispatcher, and you shouldn't be in that awkward position because if I was a carrier and you tell me you don't have an LLC, I'm gonna be a little leery. You know what I mean? So go ahead and just file it. As a carrier and you tell me you don't have an LLC, I'm gonna be a little leery. You know what I mean? So go ahead and just file it. Just get the LLC. Right, get it. Oh yeah, get your LLC while you looking for carriers. Right, get it while you looking for carriers. So, like, you need to be, get your paper, get your pen, write down your business name. You know what I mean? Start getting your ideas together. You can get your EIN number like that. It's free. You can in Florida, you can start a business LLC EIN number for less than $200. You can have it tonight if you wanted it. You know what I mean? So if you want to be mentored by me, you better be ready because I'm not with it. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell me no excuse on why you couldn't, right? Because I can't give you no excuse on why I can't be here to help you. You know what I mean? So, and it's tough love. It's not being rude. I just want y'all to be like on about your business. Like, it's a business. You starting like a baby Xfinity, a baby, McDonald's, a baby Walmart. Like, don't think that big of yourself. Like, think big because when I hear people tell me they want to start a business, I'm thinking big. You feel me? Because LMT Global is going to be a multi-billion-dollar business. So think big of your business. Don't think small. Think big of your business. Of course, you starting the next TQL, Total Quality Logistics. Of course, you starting the next Trinity Logistics. Of course, you starting the next JB Hunt. Of course, you starting the next Night. Of course, you are. What else you doing? Don't limit yourself. You can have it all. 100 trucks. If that's what you want, you can do it. Virtual address, yes, but make sure you get one that gives you a lease. Been driving for 15. Should someone start a trucking business at this time? What has? Listen, y'all. Every business has expenses. Every business has expenses, okay? Fuel is an expense. You should be more worried about the truck breaking down or an accident than fuel. Yes, fuel is high, but there are so many other variables that you are, insurance is high. Commercial insurance is high. You know what I mean? Having a tire blow is expensive, right? Like, especially when it's unexpected. Having to get a hose fixed is expensive. An accident and getting the truck towed, that's really expensive. So, it's not if it's a good time. Is it a good time for you? Are you motivated to go through? Because if you know anything about trucking, you know that it goes like this. You know, this is the pattern of trucking. And before you jump into this industry, you need to be researching. Stop letting or expecting other people. Do you recommend brokering and dispatching? I do. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't get any company to hire me to get the experience. The next Coyote Logistics on me. On me. There it is. Exactly. Think that because y'all can do it. I recommend that you do both for sure. But yeah, y'all do understand your research. Freight is seasonal. Freight is seasonal. Okay. And so we know what seasonal means, right? Like sometimes it's in season, sometimes it's not, right? So right now we are in a big season, but I'm tired booking load from these companies. So go out here and so start your brokerage and get you a freight and get you some freight. Where are you? What are you? Truck driver, broker? What do you do? What part of the industry are you in? But anyway, so back to the seasonality of freight, right? So we know right now we are in going into season of freight, right? We're supposed to be at season of freight because it's the beginning of produce season. Everybody talking about Florida ain't got no freight. Bullshit. It's hella freight in Florida right now if you got a vintage dry van. But people would like rather go buy hot shots and box trucks because everybody's scared of driving the semi. Like, come on, man. This is trucking, right? So, if you don't want to drive, do something like I do, because I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive. So do something like this. Okay. But anyway, so yes, there's freight in Florida right now. It's watermelons, mangoes, pineapple, corn, sugar cane. You know, it's hella freight here. Hella freight. So don't be listening to people talk about ain't no freight in Florida. It's freight here. It's freight here. Especially during produce season. Oranges, all of that stuff is moving out of Florida right now. There are loads of watermelon going out of Florida, going everywhere every single day. Over 15 loads of watermelons coming out of Florida right now. Every single day. So stop saying it ain't no freight in Florida. Y'all got to get out here. Y'all got to exploit these load boards and really capitalize and take advantage of what the hell you seeing on here. When you talk to these brokers, you need to be exploiting every single conversation. That is your point of contact. That is how you build relationships. Like I just said, don't call these drivers telling them that you want them to sign up for your dispatch service. No, no, baby. Don't lead out with that. No, I don't want it. Call them and ask them how they're faring right now in the market. And make sure that you know what the hell is going on in the market right now so that you can give them some fucking educated conversation. Excuse me for cussing, but I am passionate about this because I don't like people giving dispatchers a bad name because there are some of us out here who do the work. There are some of us out here who do really truly trip plan and make sure that we know what roads these drivers are driving on and they can call us when they're having issues and when the address isn't pulling up in the GPS, they can call us and we're going to find them a secondary address and send it to their phone. Yes, we are those dispatchers. We are those logistics experts, not dispatchers. We are logistics experts. So I don't know what the hell they got going on about this. Yeah, it is oversaturated with dispatchers. Absolutely. It is oversaturated with dispatchers. And y'all should be liking this up and sharing it because ain't nobody gonna tell y'all this. Because they don't need dispatchers. These people need fleet management. They need people who are numbers savvy and who can run reports. I'll show y'all real quick. I run reports for my teams that they get breakdowns, updates, all of that. Y'all see this system? Every load, every rate, average rates per mile, everything, all that, everything. We go as far as to finding out reviews about these shippers and receivers and things that they're going to encounter. You know why? You know why? Because other truckers leave comments and they tell other truckers what's going on. And it's your job as the dispatcher to make sure. It's your job to make sure that the driver has everything that they need. They are on the road and they are driving. You are supposed to be their support. You ain't supposed to be out here just booking no goddamn loads, talking about you on the beach all the time. Not saying that you can't be. Not saying that you can't be. But I am saying that you do need to take this serious. You're dealing with people's money. And when you take it serious and you build relationships and you get to know these people and you have a network of carriers and you actually have brokers that you deal with, then you can take your ass to the beach. Then you can go hang out and dispatch from hotels. But in the beginning, you got to build up your network. And it takes grit. It takes grit. You got to get to it. You got to get to it. Like, you got to grind. Like, you cannot buck the grind. No matter what you do, what industry you're in, you cannot buck the grind. You got to go get it. And once you get that grind started, and once you build your system and you put all your little pieces in place, you feel me? And you build your team, you feel me? And you build your network, you know what I mean? And you get you some help and you build out that format, then you relax. But y'all got to get it through y'all head. Like, working from home is not just always easy. You know, you are responsible. You're responsible for the gross income, for the income of these companies, for making sure they got money to pay their bills, y'all. Okay? So I want y'all who are jumping into this industry, be serious. Learn this. Learn this. You know what I mean? Like, really get into trucking. Really get into trucking. I encourage you to really get into trucking because you're going to fall in love with it. And you're going to be as passionate as I am about how I speak about it and how I talk about it and how I, really, really define grit. Like, you got to grind. You got to be willing to be knocked down. You got to be okay with some of your carriers' trucks breaking down. And you had 5, but now you're down to 2 because they're home on home time. But you can't give up and you can't say F it or you can't be mad because all your drivers down. And now you stop marketing. And now you got to go find more carriers because you got comfortable, right? You got to have grit. You got to get to it. You got to stay focused. You got to stay determined. You got to be at it. You know what I mean? You got to continue to build. You feel me? No, if you for the box truck, you don't need a chauffeur license. You can drive non-CDL under 26,000 pounds. You don't need that. You don't need that at all. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to make sure that y'all know what y'all getting yourself into. Like, really learn this. Y'all, trucking is fun. Like, this shit is awesome. It's amazing. I love this. I love it. I love my drivers. I love my truckers. I love these guys. They are so nice and they humble and they sweet and they will take care of you. They are full of information. Talk to your drivers when you work with them. They are full of information because guess what? They see it all. They know it all. They work everywhere. So talk to them. Know them. Don't take it unprofessional, but definitely build rapport and a relationship with your carriers. Absolutely. These guys are a wealth of knowledge. You'll run into some drivers that have been driving for 15 years, 20 years, or they've been doing it and their daddy was doing it and their uncle was doing it and everybody in the family been trucking for their whole life and it's all they know. Do you know how much knowledge is in somebody like that? Do you know I will keep one of them on the phone like that for 2 hours just with a list of questions that I come up with? Yes. So what goes out? What goes out the most in trucks? What should I buy? I hope y'all can still hear me. But what should I buy? You know what I mean? That's not gonna turn out for me. What should I keep on? Fuel pumps? Okay. All right. Water pump? Yeah. Okay. I need to keep some of them in the yard. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Listen, talk to these guys. They are a wealth of knowledge. Put some respect on their name. Like for real. They're the ones that's really doing this. You know what I mean? And I tell them all the time, every time I hang up, be safe, drive safe. Drive safe. Tell them that because they're really out here doing it. Everything that you have, this computer we on, this phone we're on right now, they brought it to us. So we got to put some respect on their name. You feel me? Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Waiting on my LLC to start dispatch. Do I need MC? No, you do not. No, ma'am. You don't need an MC. Thank you for all the information. My business will be up and running in the next 6 months. Goal setting. Goal setting. Now in 6 months, frosted flakes. I'm coming for you. You better be ready. I'm talking about your business better be up and running. I'm sorry. Your business better be up and rolling in 6 months. When that is, what it is, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So by the end of the year, hold you to it. Don't play with me. Hold you to it. Make it happen. How do you go about looking for good box truck drivers? So non-CDL, it's going to be a little bit tougher, right? Because these guys, again, are professional drivers. And that's why I tell people all the time, be mindful. If you're going to get into trucking, you at least need to be trying to get your CDL license. I mean, it is goddamn a 3-4 week class, bro. What is the problem? What is the problem? What is the problem? Why can't we get our CDL license in 3 to 4 weeks? Why? Talking about you want to do trucking. Why? You need to just go through the program, whether you drive a semi or not, because you need the knowledge. You need to know what the hell's going on. You got the knowledge, not you need to get your goddamn CDL license. If you out here, especially if you're driving, just get it. 3-4 weeks. Now, I've heard people tell me they even got weekend programs. Y'all want to make excuses. Make excuses. Use Indeed. Use Facebook groups and just make sure that you really, really wean, target, monitor, and screen in your interview process. And if you own a trucking company, y'all need to be doing interviews. Y'all need to be taking applications. Y'all need to be doing a whole lot of stuff that's compliance that y'all ain't doing. So get y'all businesses together. For real. That way you can qualify for things. You can get grants and stuff. Everybody talking about they need money. You can't get no money. You're not registered to even work with your state. They won't even give you a grant. Yes, get out and grind. You know how I got my first carrier? I jumped out on him at the red light. Hi, my name is Gretchen. I'm with Looonngg Money Trucking, and I have a dispatch company. If you need any dispatch services, you can give me a call. Here's my flyer. First carrier. He called me and signed up. Get out there and go get you a carrier, girl. You can do it though. Go get you a carrier. Stay motivated, baby. You got this. Awesome. It depends on what end of trucking he's been doing, right? If he's been dispatching and owning, I still always think it's good to educate yourself. I think you should take a course and then use that course as your knowledge base point when you're having discussions with him to ask the appropriate questions so that you can really get value out of the knowledge that he has. That's my best recommendation. Yes, you need a website. If y'all done been through, I wish y'all should go through my training, because in my training, I give it to you blood raw, and I let you know you're not starting no BS. You starting a business. You need a website. These truckers are over the road, baby. They're on their phones. You need a website. How they gonna fill out your carrier information? How they gonna tell you about their company? Where they gonna send it to? What they gonna do? How they gonna register? You absolutely need a website that you can send that traffic to to get them to get these things completed for you. Absolutely. Oh, don't be laughing. No, I'm just saying, is it best? How many carriers do you recommend starting out with? I say take on one. See, the good thing is, if you're an independent dispatcher, right, starting out, and that's what everybody is. If you're self-dispatching, if you're the person that's dispatching, you are an independent dispatcher, right? You're a dispatch company. You own a dispatch company when you don't dispatch, but you got a company that does. You get what I'm saying? So first things first, you're going to take on that first carrier and understand the pace, right? You can always sign on new carriers at your own pace because you can continue marketing and you can continue bringing them on, right? So bring those carriers on one by one. And as you feel your boat getting full and get a feel for each one of those carriers every single time, right? Get a feel for those carriers. Get a feel for how it is to operate with two. Get a feel for how it is to operate with three. I suggest at least you need at least 10 carriers in your network to be consistently making the money that you need. For sure, right? And I say that because they sometimes drivers, they're not always on the road. Like they need to go home. Like next week I got 4 drivers, out of my network of my one account that are gonna be home. That's huge. That's a lot of income. You know what I mean? We're talking about like a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. So just, be mindful with that. Start with one and just keep adding them on, and you can add them on at your own leisure. So is it best to start I know you meant S corp instead of an LLC. So I say start an LLC and then do your tax filing as an S corp. You can file the I think it's the 2558 or 2998 form. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. Go on YouTube.